Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our BTS React and Rank series. I believe this is episode 5, technically. However, we do have an episode that has already been recorded and edited, but we're not going to actually put it online just yet for reasons we'll tell you at another date. It's nothing huge, but something kind of small that we're working on. But this is technically episode 5, but we do have an episode that had already been recorded. That'll be up at a later date. This week is very exciting because the video that we're reacting to was recommended by you guys. And we know if you guys recommended this so highly that it's going to be good. We are reacting to Dimple plus Pied Piper at Fifth Muster. We put out our on the community question what we should react to. This got many votes, so I'm excited to hear this. I'm excited to see the choreography. Anytime the guys put on a performance, you know it's going to be good. So kind of excited here. And just off the top here, for anybody watching, if you're not subscribed to the channel and you enjoy our reactions, please consider subscribing, liking the video. That would really help us. And as always, comment. We love to hear, what do you think we're doing right? Are there things we need to improve on, etc.? Tom, Mike, do you guys have anything this week before we get started?
Yeah, I will start off, if you don't mind, real quick. A segue off of your, things that we're doing wrong. We've had
we're doing anything wrong.
Well, and just I want to let everybody know that we did, before we have pulled up this video and we all have it paused and it's ready to go. We did use dual set Bangtan. Normally there's a description that gives kind of a synopsis of what the song is about, if you will. And for Dimple and Pied Piper, that was not the case. So we read through the entire lyrics, got the best understanding that we could of both songs, because, from the early beginnings of season 1, that was a bone of contention with a lot of people. And I also, just on a side, actually 2 things here on side notes. The first one is, could, someone let us know, or multiple people let us know, and this is for selfish reasons. Is there another channel out there that does what we do? We were talking about this earlier, and we, have our own podcast that we do. And this is a, particular series that we have. I've always said it may not fit necessarily in what you would call a podcast, but anyway, as we were doing the podcast, we kind of started talking about this series, and I thought to myself, I don't think I've ever come across. Most of the reaction channels are just, reacting to the video itself, the choreography, the song, blah, blah, blah. And we do a little bit of that, of course, but we have our specific way of watching it, giving a reaction. And I apologize if my dog is going ballistic for some reason upstairs, if you can hear that. And then we do the ranking. And I don't know if I've seen anybody else rank. So just for selfish reasons, I wanted to ask that if somebody could let us know, or multiple folks let us know. I'm hoping that we are special, but I have a feeling there's probably multiple channels out there like us. And then the second thing that I wanted to touch on is, I've mentioned this in the videos leading up to this. After this video, I think it depends on if we're going to record 2 videos today or just this one. By the time this releases, you won't see me for probably a couple of these episodes because I have a procedure that I have to go under. And it's coming up as we're recording this. It's later on this week. Oh, and the dog is going crazy up there.
Oh, boy.
I don't hear it, actually.
Oh, well, that's good.
I can hear her a little bit, but we love her. So
and just to, again, I said, because everybody's been so good to us since I am going to be gone, it doesn't really need to be overly cryptic. I don't think it's anything, It's fairly common procedure. I just need to have, it's called a partial colectomy. So I don't mind sharing that. So they've got to go in and remove part of my colon. I've had bouts with diverticulitis that have gotten worse and worse over the years. And we did have a little pause at one point. We were a little late in coming out with one of our BTS videos. That was because I was hospitalized when we normally would record. So anyway, I'm going to have that procedure. I'll still be in the hospital when we would normally record, probably the video after the one you're watching now. I don't know if I'll be ready the following weekend either, but I'm hoping at that point that I can at least sit myself in this chair and have some energy and be able to join Marty and Mike and get back at it. And I think they're going to do a couple without me, which I've encouraged.
Oh, we will.
Yeah, just have a cutout or something, or get a guest. That would be cool too, to have a guest fill in for me. So well, we know one person that would be the perfect guest.
But is there anyone that can fill Tom's shoes, though, truthfully?
Well, I would say Mom would probably get the vote, but
well.
So anyway, I wanted to share that with everyone because I've gotten a lot of well wishes, but people don't really know what's going on. So that's what it is. So thank you for all the kind words I have received, and hope to be back soon.
Thoughts and prayers with our brother that everything goes well. And on a lighter note, I did want to do one of these live podcasts from the recovery room, but he said that probably wouldn't be a good idea. So we scrapped that idea. We will not be doing a live reaction from the recovery room, but
I might try to record while in the hospital.
Wow.
Yes.
Make that a diary of sorts, or I can, I might have to go upstairs. I mean, I don't know what's going on.
Please film it.
Oh,
holy moly.
We can put this on the channel.
Well,
somebody probably walked down the sidewalk, 200 yards down the street. Doesn't like that. That's getting too close to our house. So.
Yep, your territory is being invaded.
Yep. Oh.
Well, as we mentioned, guys, we are reacting this week to your recommendation of Dimple plus Pied Piper. Tom had mentioned we've already looked up the lyrics. We do discuss the lyrics and the song meanings before we film to see, if we can come to a consensus on the meaning. So, we do a little research on these before we go. But if you guys are queued up, we can get this one started here.
What?
And let's not forget that we each have a pause. This is the longest video that we've reacted to so far, a little over 7 minutes. So we have to use our pause, strategically. But okay, if you guys are ready, let's get into this bad boy in 3, 2, 1.
All right, can we pause?
We can.
All right, so I am back from taking care of the dog. I guess this has to count as my pause. I just
it does.
I'm going to waive that since it was for uncontrollable circumstances.
Well, and that is very nice of you. I will say, though, since we are paused anyway here, that again, at least this, opening part here, the Dimple, if you will. I do like the beat. I like the R&B feel to it.
Yeah.
It's not like I need all their songs to be up tempo and, or like we listened to Uga, which was kind of like the grittier rap, which I do like. I like all types of music, and I like the flow here, and I think the guys are working together well. In terms of like I don't know what you call it when they're singing together. I mean, I guess that's choreography as well, vocal choreography, but
Harmonizing and
they're doing a really good job with that. So anyway, I don't want to be long since this is not really a pause, but it is. So.
And it's interesting. Last week, Uga was the rap line, which is, obviously RM, J Hope, and Suga. Then Dimple here is the other four. So, all right. If we don't have anything else, we will get back into it in 3, 2, 1. Let's pause it.
Okay, I was going to ask if you wanted to pause after Dimple.
Yeah.
Do we want to discuss Dimple at all, or do we want to wait till the very end?
No, let's discuss Dimple now. You had mentioned just before it did have an R&B feel. It had a nice rhythm to it. Like you said, the harmonizing of the guys and some of the dance moves they were doing there. I thought it was very good.
Well, I agree. I was tapping my foot along with it the whole time. Sometimes I try to give like a comparison. I don't really know like who I would compare that to that, I've been a fan of in the past. I think I've used like Usher before. Some of his songs would be like that. But I'm a big fan of like, and I think kind of classifying that as R&B would kind of hit the mark. That's how I feel, at least.
I think so.
So yeah, I enjoyed it a lot too. I don't know if we're going to give hearts or anything yet. We'll wait till the end. Are we going to do a collective hearts?
I would say a collective for this whole performance.
All right.
Including Dimple and Pied Piper.
So I already know what I would give Dimple. So we'll see how Pied Piper works out.
Yeah. Mike, I don't know if you have anything on Dimple or if you want to wait until we also do Pied Piper.
No.
But Nope. Mike is focused. Mike is
That was
focused,
bad
guys.
timing. Thank God I just took a small drink.
Mike is focused this week.
No, I enjoyed it as well. It like I like Laboo. Let me try that again. Like I like to say, it was like would you call it like a slow jam, I guess. But I'm with you guys. Like the harmonizing when they're singing together. I appreciate that as well. And yeah, it was a good song. I enjoyed it. So how much you'll find out here shortly.
Stay
Ooh,
tuned.
the suspense. The suspense.
Oh, yep.
Okay. Well, now we are going to continue with Pied Piper. All right, guys, let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Can we pause?
Yeah.
Okay. I can say in the 30 seconds of Pied Piper, I like Pied Piper even better than Dimple. I love.
Is a RM.
Well, RM is cool. I love music that's layered, that has a lot of different audio layers. And if you listen here, you've got the synthesizer sound. Obviously, you've got the beat. There's a hook. I'm digging this one so far. I wanted to use my pause, and yeah, it was nice that RM's here now, but I'm digging this one already.
Yeah, I mean, certainly it immediately struck me as it's going to be a little bit more of an up tempo, maybe a popish type song. But yeah, I will admit here we paused as RM was going, and the small snippet we've had of his rap is very clean and smooth. I mean, he is doing a wonderful job here. And well, I don't want to go down the road of rap and what I think of it nowadays, but back in the day, when it was just the flow, I think is probably the best way to put it. The guys could flow so much better, in my opinion, than they can today. I think I've mentioned it probably during this series before. I think the GOAT, without question, is Tupac, and he was the greatest at that. I mean, his flow, again, in my opinion, was just brilliant. And not comparing RM and Tupac, but just for this small little piece we've heard, and I'm looking forward to hitting play here so we can continue on. This is a great piece of rap out of the gate.
I agree. Yep. The rap line, they're always tight with their lyrics and the flow. Absolutely. All right. Let's get it back going in 3, 2, 1.
Man, that
Nice.
that noise at the very end there.
Well,
Nice.
yeah, and they had that earlier. It was
That
that
was
synthesized voice.
It made me laugh actually.
Yeah,
It
that was-
earlier.
that
I
was
did as
cool.
well, and it's been in other songs, and I'm trying to. Gosh, I'm really trying. There's like popular older school songs that have that, and I have one at the tip of my tongue, and I
There's
can't
a
think of it.
bunch like Pony by Genuine.
Wow.
Wow.
That
So I was actually
cool.
going to pause just to kind of bring that up, and then they had some other little tidbits in the background
Yes.
that I knew you would enjoy for have the little additional, just little add-ins, if you will. But
Tom was about to pause with 2 seconds left in the
I
video.
did. I hovered over it. And I was
Just
like,
a
"Oh, we got
comment.
like
Yep.
45 seconds left. I better just let it go." So I didn't say anything. But yeah, all right. Well, the moment of truth.
I'm trying to remember who has gone in what order. You know what? Mike started us out with some suspense before when he said he liked it, but how much? We don't know what he thinks of
Yep.
Pied Piper. Mike, give us your collective and your overall ranking.
Yeah, I thought Pied Piper was fantastic. Said the background music, the rap lines were tremendous. I found myself, kind of bouncing my head, which I'm assuming will be shown on video here. Versus, I know it was one previous episode where I think I was just stone faced sitting here, and then I think the camera was focused on me the one week because of, I guess, how it was set up versus the gallery view.
That was season one, I think.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
last season. It was just focused on
That
me.
wasn't us. That was Zoom, by the way. Zoom
Yeah,
did something.
and I was
They did
just
something
stone
bad.
faced. Doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it. I was just that focused. But yeah, I found myself bouncing my head, my foot to Pied Piper. I really enjoyed it. I find myself kind of comparing the two, Dimple and Pied Piper, since we listened to them together. Oh man, for me, the upper echelon, the five hearts are still going to be, well, my favorite still to date is Butter. That song is just tremendous. For me, that's still five hearts. Oh, Pied Piper was darn close. I don't know if it's five hearts, so I'm gonna go out of the gate. I'm gonna give Pied Piper, I think, 4 stars. Again, Dimple was very good. I don't know if I liked it as much as Pied Piper. So with that said, if I'm gonna give Pied Piper 4 hearts, didn't like Dimple quite as much, so I feel like I need to give that 3. So that's going to be I'm going to give Dimple 3, which is still very good. And Pied Piper, which I liked a little bit more, will get 4 hearts.
So if you were to give your ranking just based on this total performance.
Oh, we're just doing it as a whole. We're not doing
out of curiosity, what would you give that?
So let's see. Yeah, because we did say we're going to do it as a collective versus separate.
Mike's just making his own rules, apparently.
Well, why not? Why not? Marty negated your first pause earlier, damn it, so I can change the rules as well. No, oh man, yeah, I did like Pied Piper. So yeah, we'll go ahead and give it a 4 then.
Nice.
We'll give it a 4 just because I liked Pied Piper that much, and yeah, I said the rap line, the music, the wow at the end.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was almost a 3 until I heard wow.
Oh wow!
Now it's a 4. So
okay. Well, I'm going to jump in here next. I agree with Mike. Dimple was good. It definitely was, as Mike mentioned, like a slow jam, an R&B type of a feel. It was good. That's not my particular favorite type genre, the slower jams. I mean, there are some that I love, but that's not my typical. But Dimple was good. Pied Piper was fantastic. The beat, the hook, again, the different layering, the different, little instrumentals that you could hear, fantastic. Yeah, the rap line was great when Suga came out and J-Hope. Pied Piper was real good. I have no problem for the collective giving this performance a very solid 4. Great. Fantastic.
And I think we mentioned in the previous video, which you mentioned at the beginning of this one, is not yet released, and we'll discuss why at a later date, but there's a reason behind it. I think we mentioned that, 3 stars. Oh, why do I keep doing that? 3 hearts. 3 hearts is a, very good ranking. And well, I guess it's good. We really liked it. It's good. Where then 4 and 5 hearts would be exceptional. So nothing to be ashamed about with 3 hearts. With that said, and it was an interesting dynamic, as you had mentioned, I think, Marty, that we went from Uga last week now to Dimple starting out of the gate. And you had polar opposites there with, you had the gritty rap of Uga with the 3 rappers. Here we eliminate those. We have an R&B song, kind of a smooth melody, if you will, with the 4 vocalists. So I like that a lot. I really dug Dimple. The foot was tapping. Depending on the mood I'm in, and I don't know, maybe my thought process now is skewed because, I go under the knife in a few days. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to be nicer, and I'm just kidding. But I really liked it. I could see myself listening to that. Certainly, as I always say, like on the way home from work. On the way to work, I just listen to AM radio, but get a little news. But on the way home, certainly I could see me listening to Dimple again. Pied Piper, again, go from Uga to Dimple to Pied Piper, completely different yet again, which these guys specialize in doing, and much more up tempo, maybe a little bit more layered, if you will. We like the little tidbit sounds and noises and background effects, and I guess like what a Steve Miller band, or I don't know if Rick James. Many people have done that, but you don't hear about it, or you don't hear it quite as much now. I don't know if you hear it at all now. So that adds a little bit more of a cool aspect to it. But with both of you guys, I really enjoyed Pied Piper. I enjoyed it just as much as Dimple. So surprisingly, and I don't know if this has ever happened with the 3 of us, in terms of me being the one, that I'm going to go higher this time. And I'm going to give these collectively a 5 heart rating.
Ooh,
I would give them each individually 5 hearts. So it's not like one was 5, one was 4, but I'll go with 5. I'd give them both 5. That's how much I liked them.
Nice.
So yeah, there you
Wow.
go. 5 hearts.
Wow, we guys.
Little something different.
In each and every week that we do this series here, I mean, I'm speaking for myself, but I think for all three of us, BTS never ceases to amaze me. They're that good. Whatever style it is, whatever genre it is, they knock it out of the park consistently each and every week. So it's to the point with these videos and the suggestions. It's like, oh, I know it's going to be good, but like Mike said earlier, how good? You know it's going to be good, and yeah, this week they knocked it out of the park. So, as always, guys, if you enjoy our videos here, our reaction, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking the video. That really helps us out through the YouTube, algorithm. Comment. We love to see your comments and suggestions, etc. So, for my brothers Tom and Mike, we appreciate it. We will be back next week with another BTS React and Rank series. Thank you, guys. Or let's rewind it, guys. This could be on the blooper reel.
Well, no, I just had one thing that I wanted to throw in, and I'm sorry. I should have squeezed this in before you so rudely tried to cut us off. But anyway, I wanted to thank the audience. I wanted to thank Army and our audience for recommending this song, because this was the first time we reached out and we asked, hey, what is your recommendation that we should watch? And again, I don't know if I've ever even heard of these songs before it was recommended. And these by far got the highest vote. And it turned out to be great. So thank you. And we'll probably do it again. I mean, we will do it again. We'll send out a little community poll or a question to see what you think we should do next. So I just wanted to give a thank. Mike has a tail.
Yep.
I just wanted to give a thank you to everyone for recommending this. And maybe with seeing the dog's tail there, and I had the issue earlier with my dog. Maybe we'll have that in the season finale. I will introduce you to my dog.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
You'd probably like to be on camera.
That would be neat. And again, since Tom cut off my outro again, thoughts and prayers for Tom for his procedure. We love him, and he will be back.
I'll be back.
All right, guys. Well, once again, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next week with another episode. Thank you.